Welcome, gentlemen. Big pleasure for me. Lucas, let's start with you. So you had a really good season. You were 3 times second. You ended up 4th in the slalom and in the GS World Cup. But there's just one race I want to talk about, because you made history in Wengen when you were skiing from the 29th place to a really glorious victory, I would say. So how is that in your mind, that really special day?
That was cool. It's to say the least. It's an experience that I'll probably never have again. You know, it's not something that that comes around too often, and I think that's sort of the beauty of it. It's probably going to be a once in a lifetime experience, and hopefully none of these guys come and mess that up for me.
I tried in slaloming, but
no, you couldn't.
Not possible.
No, that's a shame, but hopefully it stays that way.
Good. And 2 years ago, you won your first race in Sölden, so I guess you loved that hill there. So how is preparation going? Are you ready for the first race?
It feels. To be honest, I would like to say yes, but it always feels strange. Sölden hits you in the face like in a boxing match. I don't know what you guys would probably agree.
Yeah, definitely.
So I do not feel that ready, but I guess I am. New Zealand was a great camp. We're traveling back in 3 days, back to Middle Europe to do our final preps to Sölden, and I'm just going to give it my all. Yeah.
So this year we held the 2nd edition of the Braathen Racing Camp in Oslo. So tell us a little bit about the project and the future of the project.
It was a success, and I'm so proud of that project, and it's really one of my biggest achievements in sports, and it's one of those biggest goals I have, is to leave the sport with doing a slight change. I can do a lot, but I can make my impression on the sport and hope that it changes a little. And the kids were psyched. They became better skiers, and they made new friends, and they got exposed to new friendships. And at the end of the day, that's why I'm here. So to see that in effect in other kids through that camp was really an honor. And then for the future, I'm really hoping to get the foundation up and running, and then all the income that's, including this year that just passed, is going to go straight out to the sport again, and let the kids get some funding if resources is what's needed to give their dreams a chance.
So is this camp only for Norwegian junior racers, or is it possible for kids all over the world to participate?
Everyone can attend. It was difficult this year with the flight crisis and during summer, so unfortunately we only had 2 foreign participants this year. So I really hope that this can grow into becoming a more and more international camp as the years go by, because the final goal I want to have is for the athletes or the participants to be creating new friendships cross borders as well, because that's what I see is the art of skiing for me. So yeah. But
what's your role in it? How can I imagine a day with Braathen at the camp?
I'm at all the ski sessions with the kids. I'm coaching the kids, which I learn a lot from, by the way. But I'm coaching the kids with my childhood coach, which is an Austrian guy called Peter. So basically, I'm there coaching the stuff that he coached me when I was young. And I'm just trying to share my experiences and my visions to the kid to try to help them out a little on the slopes. And then we're hanging out on every meal, both on lunch and dinners that we're eating together, getting to know each other a little. And then I'm also having a talk with the kids in the middle of the camp and trying to give them the tips that I would like to hear if I was 12 years old.
Yep. Wouldn't it be great to have assistant coaches like Manuel and Marco?
I'd love that, you know, and that's what I try to integrate in that camp, because there's certain things that I would like to know when I was 10 years old, and I'm just trying to tell these kids that. So, yeah. Yeah,
Manuel, you already have 2 children, so I think the boy is about 3. Is he already skiing?
He's getting 3 in November, and he started skiing last Christmas. Skiing, a little bit of slipping and getting used to everything. But he is really interested in it. Also in the summer, when I said, okay, I'm going for work, I'm going skiing, he's always saying he wants to ski too. So yeah, he is open for it, I think, and we will see what happens. I always said, I don't want my kids to be racers probably, but I want them when they are like 15 years old and there is fresh snow outside, he is coming in and say, "Hey Dad, I'm going out with my friends for skiing. It's fresh powder out there." And yeah, just they are good enough to live it and doing what I was doing when I was young. So they don't have to be professional, but they should be able to have fun with skiing.
Yeah. And maybe he will take part at the race camp. Lucas,
if he wants, probably. It's always different to get taught by somebody else than your parents. Probably that's a good effect. Of course, I need to give Lucas some props for giving something to the next generation. Probably he will if he wants. If Lucas promised me he will not come back with painted fingernails.
I will not. I will not be. I cannot guarantee anything.
Okay.
No, we will see.
Yeah, we will see. Good. So Manuel, it was your best World Cup season so far. Really amazing with 7 podium finishes, and you got second in the Slalom World Cup, third in the GS World Cup. And would you say it was that successful because it was the preparation and the season was without any major health issues?
Definitely, that was the basic. The last 2 years have been really good with my body, or completely different to the years before. So the years before have been like, I get up in the morning and how is it today? And oh shit, I have to go skiing. And right now it is, I get up in the morning and yes, let's go skiing.
Okay.
So that's a big difference. If you're doing something with joy or you have to do it, that's just like 2 words. So that was probably the basic. And then I was able to get some progress in my skiing, to get better and better. And it was just much more joy.
And now you're feeling good, you're healthy, you can do
younger.
the full workload.
I'm getting definitely younger.
Yeah.
So probably in a few years I feel like him. Or Blackie. Blackie is also a guy, he can ski every day. After the 3rd day I'm like, oh,
okay.
I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
But no, I'm feeling really good on skis right now, and I can do what makes me happy, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, but for Blackie, like you said, it was not easy last year with the injury and fall. You had 6 top 10 results, especially at the end. We had that feeling that you got really confident again and constant. So how are you now? How is preparation going?
Yeah, last year was pretty difficult for me. Of course, the injury on the ankle was not that easy on this point of the season. So in the end of the season, it was getting better. The 2 top 5 places were pretty good. Now I'm feeling good. No more pain.
Good.
So Chile was pretty good. We had 4 weeks of great training. And now I'm ready for the new season.
So that means the confidence came back, but how is confidence coming back? Are you extending the time on snow, doing more runs? Is that possible now again?
Yeah, now I'm out of pain, so it's it's like before, training nearly every day. Of course, we were in Chile for 4 weeks. I also trained some Super G and downhill. And of course, slalom and GS felt pretty good. And in 2 weeks, it's time to race again.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that you flew over 5 days earlier to do some speed training. So of course, the plan doing speed races was stopped by the injury and fall last season. But this season, your ambitions to go on the speed races.
Of course, it was on plan last year, but of course, of the ankle, it didn't go. So this year I tried to do some speed days in Portillo with the speed team. It worked pretty good, so we will see if I we'll start some Super G races this year.
What about you guys in speed events? Are we going to see you in Super G? Probably not in downhill, but
Well, I have
guy's
to.
crazy enough.
I
That's for
have
sure.
2 kids now, so I'm ready.
okay.
No, probably at the end of my career, it would definitely be interesting. But I did speed skiing like everybody of us when we were younger, and it was a lot of fun. But there is one point in your career where you need to decide what I want to do and what I want to reach, and the times of 4 disciplines are over. It's not possible to compete in the top section or winning races if you're doing 4 disciplines. That's not possible anymore. Probably it's easier for a speed skier to get the GS with them, because downhill and Super G is pretty close, I would say, and GS is the basic of everything. So and it brings you further in the speed disciplines too. But if you're starting doing Super G and downhill as a slalom skier, that definitely makes you worse in the slalom skiing.
So, Marco. So,
he is doing like 5 days of speed skiing. He's just like that good.
yeah, but for the overall World Cup, like, okay, later on this couch there will be Alexander Kilde, and he's doing downhill Super G, GS, and sometimes even a good slalom, like we saw in
Beijing. He's doing
Beijing.
the same course in downhill 2 times, sometime with also 2 trainings. So
Yeah.
if you are still making mistakes then
Yeah.
you have another problem.
Of course. What do you think about that? What's your opinion about that? Because I'm sure you will probably go for the overall someday.
That is for sure the coolest thing I could see myself achieve. It is also my highest goal. And as Manuel is addressing, that's a difficult challenge, because you need some more disciplines, and we've become more and more a specialist-based sport where people aim to get one title in one discipline. So it's definitely become a challenge, but I'm up for it. But I agree, 4 disciplines, that's not our sport. That's not the reality of our sport anymore. But I'm definitely looking to add that 3rd discipline of Super G going in. I don't have the head for downhill, and I promised all my Brazilian family that I'm never going to start Kitzbühel, so I can't do downhill, you know. But I'll add that Super G progressively, try to gain some more experience every here and then, you know, within a couple of years, then hopefully I'm in fighting for 3 disciplines. But that is a challenge in this day and age, that's for sure.
So, Marco and Manuel, you have new coaches. Your former tech coach, Marco Pfeiffer, is now the head coach, and your new tech coach is Martin Grösleitner. What changed? Is he giving you inputs? Or is there a big difference to before?
Nothing.
Nothing,
much.
okay.
We have-
Nothing.
We have a few more coaches,
Yeah.
And also our physiotherapists changed. But yeah, we had a good summer together. Worked pretty good so far, and yeah, everyone is psyched for the new season.
You need to say that Martin was in the team for 2 years now as co-coach,
Yeah.
and he was already in the European Cup for some time before, so we know Martin for a long time now, or Kroesi, how we say. And Marco is now head coach, and he is not gone, so he is still sometimes in the training, and they are communicating. So as Marco said, we got 2 new coaches, so we have more possibilities, but in reality nothing changed for us.
Yeah.
Just more quality, probably, because of more coaches.
Yeah. So Manuel, we met at the Tag des Schwarz in Vienna, and we were talking about family life. Of course, not easy, not a lot of days or not a lot of spare time left. So how is it handling being dad and the ski racer?
Well, I love it because it's 2 complete different worlds. It doesn't matter if I won the race on Sunday or if I didn't finish. I have to play with my kids on Monday morning, or after I got my training done on Monday, or my physical or my therapy. But it gets me away with my head. I can on Monday morning when I'm playing with my kids, I'm not thinking, oh, I won this race yesterday, I'm feeling like I'm the best, or oh, I DNF yesterday. What's gonna happen the next days or next weekend with the next race? I'm just here, present, enjoying the time with my family, and that's definitely grounding me. It's good for the mindset, of course.
So Marco, just one more question about your program, because you're doing speed events too. So did you already plan everything? What kind of races you are going in?
The plan is to go to America, Copper Mountain, with the speed team, doing the preparation, and then maybe we have some quali for Lake Louise and Beaver Creek, and then we will see how it works. When I'm feeling good, or the coaches decide that I have to go, then we will see.
Yeah. Lucas, you do a lot of activities besides ski racing. I was just looking at your shoes. I really like them. So, for example, fashion and music. Tell us a little bit about that part of your life.
I guess it's my creative outlet. I've always wanted to have it. But in sports, you grow up with a pretty strict regime and pretty strict systems around you, and it's quite conservative. So it's probably not the most welcoming culture for doing differences like that. And I spent quite many years to come to a place where I actually feel comfortable doing it. And I have my family and my friends that allows me to be me, to think that I could do my first fashion collaboration and that I can wear the clothes that I want to, even though I know that creates some stares down the street. And you know, it's probably not every coach out there that probably respects my nails and everything, but at the end of the day, you know, my path to my success is only mine, and it's only me that stands up for me when I'm having a bad period. So I'm the only one going to be taking care of my needs and putting myself in front of others' expectations, and at the end of the day, that's what's going to make me happy. And as long as I do that, I've got a big smile on my face. So
Perfect. Big idol.
I like he's different, but I have one question. Are you sweating inside there?
You have no idea. You guys will not be around when I'm taking these shoes off.
Yeah,
now, I will say that swag over comfort is my mantra, and beauty suffers.
So you're sweating, mine hurts.
Like with ski boots.
Then again, ask her. Is her feet comfortable?
Not
Definitely
comfortable,
not.
but it doesn't matter. It just needs to look good. Yeah.
And I'm not, and that's fair, you know. But beauty's become ugly at this point.
Probably from here upside, but
So you guys, you're spending the whole day here together at the company. So I think I just figured out that you're not just talking about skiing and tech stuff and the setup. You're talking probably about haircuts and all that stuff.
I mean, we all look like with his tattoos and our mullets and stuff, so we've got some things to talk about.
We can talk about haircuts. What haircut?
Good. Yeah, maybe Marco could be a good advisor, I guess. Good. Gentlemen, it was a really big pleasure for me to have you here.
Thank you.
All the best for the season. I'm going to cheer for you.
Guys,
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Stop. Just wait 1 second, because my next guests are always looking for a lot of speed. With the silver medal in Super G and the bronze medal in downhill at the Olympics in Beijing, they will start for sure with a lot of confidence into the next season. So I'm welcoming now Miriam Puchner and Nadia Delago.